What is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in, bringing you guys another great war recap or two. We've actually been on quite a tear. As you guys know, our clan is taking ass and kicking names. Currently on a 7-war win streak with a total of 408 war wins. So the Legion of Doom is getting it. We've been a clan for over 5.5 years now. So we're definitely looking at doing some big things. Now, as far as the past couple wars, I'm really upset. I was trying to get in there to get that one perfect war that we had 3 wars ago recorded, but unfortunately, I kind of missed the boat a little bit. So I at least wanted to get a few of these attacks in because we definitely had a couple of good wars. In fact, all of our more recent wars have been pretty close. It's all been stuff where, it's come to 1 star, percentage, which actually just makes it, more and more exciting. So it's one of those things where, the competition level is getting higher and higher. A lot more people are playing, at the Town Hall 12 level. A lot of people have upgraded, so it actually makes it a lot more interesting. I know that we had an issue, I would say maybe last week, with the matching system in terms of, how long, it would take to actually match in a war. But I think that's been fixed, I think. But here I had, this is actually my second account going in on the #1 base. I ended up making a mistake with my main account on the 3-star attempt. So this was just the 2-star. So of course, just using a little Jai Wee bow. As you guys know, I have made a tutorial on that. So definitely check that out if you haven't gotten a chance to. Very, very strong raid at Town Hall 11. In fact, there's also a Town Hall 12 version. Plus, I didn't even get a chance, and I may do an add-on to the Jai Wee bow video. But I can tell you that there is some flexibility to this raid. Instead of bringing the 4 earthquakes, you do have the ability to bring 2 jumps instead. So just something to think about. It gives you a little bit more flexibility on the spells, a little bit more room. But in any event, let's go ahead and get the rest of these attacks. This was, I guess, a rush Town Hall 12, more or less. So it's definitely quite easy to take care of using the Jai Wee bow. And here you'll see the Town Hall 12 version with the earthquake spells. So just going in on the eagle side. Of course, like I said in the tutorial, it's going to be giant, followed by a witch, followed by a bowler, repeat on the other corner, and you go in with your wall wrecker, line of giants, line of witches, line of bowlers, and then you follow through from there with your spells behind the wall wrecker. So easy 3 stars, especially being that it's quite a rushed account, so yeah. Public service announcement, guys. Make sure that if you're a Town Hall 11 or even a Town Hall 12, don't rush your account. You're not doing anyone a favor. You're not doing your clan a favor. In fact, you're only making it harder on yourself. So please, guys, just take your time. There's no reason to rush to the next level. If you're that passionate about the game and you want to play at the higher level, put in the time. Farm your account with everything, all the extra goodies that Supercell provides. Whether it's Clan Wars or anything else, there's just so much that accelerates the process of getting everything upgraded, so it makes it that much easier. So in a lot of ways there's no excuse, but of course, it's one of those things, you make time for the things that's important. But here we've got Dennis going in, taking out their #3, the top Town Hall 9 on the other opposing clan. And I can tell you that Dennis has been doing a pretty good job, being able to take that top #1 spot on the Town Hall 9 roster, and definitely being able to take out max bases, which is key. And as you can see, this wasn't a half bad base design. I'm not going to say it was a good base design, but I am going to say that he was able to 3-star it. So good job to Dennis. And next we've got, I believe this is my 3rd account, going in with the little witch slap. And this is also something that I have a tutorial on, so definitely recommend you guys checking that out if you haven't gotten a chance to. Very strong army. Once you get your heroes up to at least level 20, actually 25 or higher would be ideal, but once you get to 20, it does start working. So very strong attack. There's a couple different versions to Witch Slap. There's a 2-jump version. There's also a 1-jump version. Most max bases that have max walls, you're going to end up wanting to use the 2-jump version. But if it's low level walls, you should be able to pull it off with just a 1-jump. But in any event, go in and here I go and take out the max 9. So shout out to Triz that one time for the 3-star, and let's go ahead and see what we've got next. And here we've got my other Town Hall 9, and oh man, this is I want to say it's boring, but it's a little bit of a repeat from the previous raid, but I will say it does show you the versatility of the army, just with the simple fact that this is a slightly different style of base, and Witch Slap is still able to 3-star without a problem. So definitely make sure that you guys practice this raid, guys. If you haven't already, mastered it, I don't know what you're sleeping on, but this is one of those raids that, regardless of the league, regardless of the war, it will always serve you and always come in handy, and it'll always work on a lot of bases that seemingly you can do other attacks on, but you have to give it a lot less thought. So here we've got a little Go Wee Wee for you, actually. So this is the attack on their number 6 base, and wasn't really a super max. Obviously the heroes are almost there, level 26 queen. The king was level 26 as well. Fairly okay base design, but with the witch armies, guys, very strong. So whether you're doing a healer base witch army with the Witch Slap or just the old-fashioned Go Wee Wee, it's still very effective. So with the 2-jump version, it's all about flowing through the base, making sure those max walls don't slow you down. And that's the key thing about the 2-jump version, is that when you're dealing with all max walls, more than likely you're going to need it. But this is also a very strong raid, and I do have a tutorial for this on the channel. I think I made it almost it was like last summer, so about a year ago. So make sure you guys check that out. It's definitely one of those raids that is almost, I wouldn't say it's as versatile as Witch Slap, but if you see an open layout, it's definitely something that you can pull off. So here we have Noob going in with a little Witch Slap on their number 7. We were actually witch slapping quite a bit, I must say. Not that this I don't know, some people have a love and hate relationship with Witch Slap. I do feel that it's one of those meta attacks that it's just very strong. So for you not to be able to utilize it, it's not really that smart. It's like saying, well, I don't feel like using the best army. Not that this is the best army, but in terms of I want to say overall finesse, there's a lot larger margin of error when it comes to Witch Slap than it does to most of the other raids out there, whether it be Queen Charge Lalo, TDH, Queen Walk, any type of opener, because there's always that margin for error where if you're not good with your rage work and you miss something, the queen actually dies, the funnel goes awry, the queen goes in that direction that you weren't really wanting her to go. And there's a lot of things that can potentially go wrong, whereas with an attack like Witch Slap, it's very controlled, so because of the way that the troops are deployed, it just makes it a lot easier to have that variability where mistakes can proliferate. But I will say that your boy Trizzle is looking fresh to death. Look at this. Sorry guys, as you know, gotta look good at all times. So wanted to knock this out after I came home from work. But here we've got Riddler going against their number 9, and takes out a pretty weak Town Hall 9, but gotta clear the map in order to win the war. And it's not our fault, they had lower Town Hall 9, so goes in with little Penta Lalo, gets that CC pull. Of course, you want to use those heroes as wisely as possible, so that means taking out the Clan Castle troops. Also, if possible, you want to take out any naked air defenses, as well as sometimes if the queen is exposed, you can get that down as well. So great job, Riddler, going in, taking out that base without a problem. Alright, so next we have Geo Magia went in on their number 10. Looks like I want to say damn near 8.5, but no, it does have level 1 expos. Just that everything else is so low. If you look at that air defense, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, I don't know why people don't upgrade their defenses before they upgrade. Actually, I do know. I take that back. But that's not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is the fact that the Legion has been killing it, guys. Couldn't be more proud. We've been a clan for a very long time, and through thick and thin, we have some members that have been here for almost 5 years. It's one of those things where I've seen clans come and go. Clans almost die down, and through it all, we've had a very dedicated core of members. So shout out to you guys. Long live the Legion. Dab one time. Instead of the hashtag 300, it's now hashtag 408. So we got to keep that going. Of course, our goal, we want to get to that 500 win mark. We want to get to that level 16. Let's get it. That badge is sexy, dude. I'm not gonna lie, that badge is I wish we were warring at a higher breakdown, because our level would actually be a lot higher than it is right now. I can't tell you how many level 16 clans that I've seen that actually doesn't even have the same amount of war wins that we do. So that's usually one of the things that I look at. It's one of the things that separates what I deem an extremely good clan, because you can war at a level 40v40 or 50v50, and you'll get there at least 60% quicker. So it's a substantial increase. I'm not hating on it at all. It's still an accomplishment. I can tell you that absolutely, because no matter what anybody says, winning those wars, it doesn't come easy. And because of the balancing that's gone on in the game, because of the different changes that have taken place, it's definitely gotten to a point where you can't just win a bunch of wars on accident. You're gonna run into good clans, and unless you really have like something weird that can manipulate the matching, you usually are only gonna get so far. So great job, guys. Here we've got Adam going in on their number 13 with a little Town Hall 8 go wipe. As you guys know, very strong raid, not just with the Bowler CC, but with the fact that this P.E.K.K.A.s, the DPS, they got a buff a little while back, and then on any open layout, it's like sayonara. I mean, kiss them goodnight. It's definitely OP, so just look for that open layout, guys, when you're doing a Town Hall 8 go wipe with the Bowler CC. So here we've got King going in on their number 14. As you guys can see, another open layout, very low walls, so he takes advantage of that and goes in with that fresh BOGO Wizite. Anyways, this has actually turned into one of my I want to say almost one of my favorite attacks, because in terms of ground attacks, this has come a very long way. At one point, go wipe was definitely not a top tier attack. It's one of those attacks people kind of shun. I know I even looked at it because it really became a 2-star attack prior to the advent in a lot of ways of the jump spell, prior to the advent of the earthquake spell, not to mention the Bowler CC, because that right there was really the turning point. Having that Bowler CC to give the DPS such a boost behind the hybrid benefits of having a P.E.K.K.A. which is high DPS as well as high hit points for the camp space. So definitely is something that just makes it work. So definitely recommend checking that out if you guys haven't been able to master that at this point. It is in your best interest, I promise you. Anyways, we've got Iron Man going in on their number 15. He's able to 3-star it again with go wipe. As you guys can see, an open layout, somebody spreads their walls out. Never understood why people made bases like this, but they thought it was a good idea, so we're gonna go ahead and 3-star him. That's what you get. So good job, Iron Man. Easily able to take out that base, and I think he probably lost maybe like 10 camp space worth of troops, possibly. But here we had Merlin going in on their number 16, fairly low Town Hall 8. So very, very easy to 3-star this base. As you see, we're on a little bit of a go wipe splurge. Everybody's been practicing because, again, it's very strong raid. So to not really get this raid mastered and have it under your belt really makes things that much harder for you as a Town Hall 8. Because as a Town Hall 9, you can actually use this raid to 3-star max Town Hall 9s if you know what to look for. And a lot of that just falls into the things that make it easy at any Town Hall level. So when you're doing ground attacks, you're going to be looking for open layout bases, as few compartments as possible. So whether it's Witch Slap, Go Wipe, Go Wee Wee, all the things, all those elements that give those armies their strength is based on having that open layout. So here we've got Iron Man going in on their number 17, and from here on out, I believe this is pretty much Town Hall 7 or lower war weight. So he's definitely able to 3-star without a problem. A little bit interesting deployment, but it's all about getting the job done. So good job, guys. Good job, Iron Man, getting that 6-pack in war. And here we've got ATL, hashtag Adam the Legend, and this is a really weird base, so I'm just going to try and zip through this because, to be honest with you, I'm not going to call it laziness, but I'm just going to say it's not smart because, just make a base, guys. It's not that hard. If you're going to war and, you want to take it seriously, give your chance, your clan a chance to win, just go make a base. Even if you got to copy one, copying a base is going to be a lot better than having whatever that was. So here we've got Purple Buzz, and I believe Purple took out the bottom 2 bases. So good job going in there with your Town Hall 7 level 2 dragons, max for Town Hall 7, of course, level 4 loons, level 4 lightning. So very, very solid, strong attack. And if you guys haven't been able to, if you're a low-level Town Hall and you haven't really gotten into dragons yet, I definitely recommend, starting down that path. The best thing that you can do as a Town Hall 7 for war is to unlock dragons and get them to level 2, because with that you'll be able to 3-star any Town Hall 7. Of course, you will need level 4 balloons and level 4 lightning spell, but it's still, extremely strong. So that's the end of that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and break it up into probably another replay, just because I know this video is already ran fairly long. I don't want to have it be like a 30-minute video. But again, I do want to give a special shout out to the clan, to every single member on the clan, everyone that supports us either directly or indirectly. So even our subscribers, definitely, we appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the clan. So with all that being said, here's to another 100 more war wins. Of course, long live the Legion. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag let's get it. Alright, guys, so thank you guys for watching the video to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I'm going to say it again, take part in the gift card contest, guys. It's there to give back to the subscribers that show love. So make sure you get credit for your comments. If you wanted to comment, since we're in July right now, it'll be July 2018 gift card. Alright, so appreciate you guys watching. Trizzle tuning out.